So let us see Bluetooth. This technology provides short range wireless connectivity between devices. So it was intended to replace the cable connecting portable and or fixed electronic devices. The cable limit the mobility of the consumer and are easily lost or broken. For that, you have this Bluetooth. What is Bluetooth? The Bluetooth is again a wireless technology used to transfer data between different electronic devices. And Bluetooth is a high speed, low power microwave wireless link technology. This is very important. Everyone asks what is the technology behind it. So you must be aware of this, that Bluetooth is a microwave wireless link technology designed to connect phones, laptops, PDAs, and other portable equipment together with little or no work by the user. So the distance of data transmission is small rather in comparison to other modes of wireless communication. This technology eradicates the use of cords, cable adapters, and permits the electronic devices to communicate wirelessly among each other. Let us see the history. Bluetooth was invented in 1994 by Ericsson. The company later started working with larger group of companies called the Bluetooth Special Interest Group, also called as SIG, to develop the technology into what it is today. And Bluetooth is not owned by any one company, and it is developed and maintained by a group called SIG. The name Bluetooth came from a code name originally used by this SIG for a project and is referenced to a 10th century Danish king named Harald Bluetooth, who was responsible for uniting Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. So, what is Bluetooth technology? It comprises of baseband processor, a radio, and an antenna. So, the baseband processor converts the data into signals. The antenna of another Bluetooth devices within at least 30 feet distance, around 10 meters, receives a transmitted signal in the air. So it uses a frequency hopping spectrum technique, FHSS. You must remember this. This is a microwave, and also frequency hopping spectrum technique is used here, which is one of the two basic modulation techniques used in spectrum signal transmission. So frequencies are switched repeatedly during radio transmission to help reduce unlawful access or other means of communication to cross paths and cause interruption. This is how frequency hopping is done. These are multi slot packet, and this actually represent the packet, and these are the frequencies. These are in the megahertz. So these are the microwave and based on frequency hopping spectrum technique. There are various types of Bluetooth devices. Let me highlight a few of them, like headset, in-car Bluetooth system, Bluetooth equipped printer, Bluetooth equipped webcam, GPS system, and keyboard. There are various instruments or devices which are working on Bluetooth nowadays. What is the importance of Bluetooth? So they have replaced cable for transferring information from one electronic device to another one. These have decreased strain like carrying phones while talking, making handphones free to do another work. They are quite cheap. Its mobility is also very important, as it doesn't need any power outlet or internet connection for any other items. You don't have to have any internet connection for Bluetooth. You can transfer data as you want. And the characteristics of Bluetooth, it separates the frequency bands into hops as I just suggested, and this spread spectrum is used to hop from one channel to another. Hopping means going from one place to another, which adds a stronger layer of security. This is why this is secure as well. And up to 8 devices can be networked in a piconet. Piconet means a small intranet, very small area. So, or you can say, a LAN or WAN and MAN. This is actually a packet LAN, small LAN. And signals can be transmitted through walls and briefcases, thus eliminating the need of line of sight. This again an important aspect, that you don't need to be line of sight if you are Bluetooth enabled. So devices do not need to be pointed at each other, as signals are omnidirectional, means in every direction. Government worldwide regulate it, so it is possible to utilize the same standard whenever one travels. Transmission types and rates. The baseband, that is single channel per line protocol, combines circuit and packet switching. It to ensure that packets do not arrive out of each other. Slots like up to 5 can be reserved for synchronous packets. A different hop signals is used for each packet, and circuit switching can be either synchronous and asynchronous. So up to 3 synchronous like voice data channels or 1 synchronous and 1 asynchronous data channel can be supported in one channel. This is a sort of transmission type things which are happening in Bluetooth. And each synchronous channel can support a 64 kb per second transfer rate, which is fully adequate for voice transmission. Voice transmissions 64 kb, no problem. And asynchronous channel can transmit as much as 721 kb per second in one direction and 57.6 kb per second in opposite direction. So it is also possible for an asynchronous connection to support 432.6 kbps in both direction if the link is symmetric. Security is also an aspect, so authentication and encryption is provided at the link manager level, and the pin is translated into 128-bit link key, which is used for authentication. And after authentication, the radios will settle on a suitable length encryption key to be used, and Bluetooth relies on pin codes to establish trusted relationships between devices. So we have this pin, the other pin, you have a link key for authentication, possibly permanent storage, and this is the encryption key. This is the encryption key for temporary storage. This is how encryption is done. So this is the way it takes all the way from one point to another point. Data can be transferred or the security can be ensured. So we have error correction types also, forward error correction and automatic repeat request. In this Bluetooth technology, you have security provided in 3 ways, like pseudo random frequency band hops, and authentication and encryption is also there, as I just indicated. So there are competing technologies as well, like IRDA and wireless LAN. IRDA, this is again for cable replacement. The infrared standard IRDA has been around for several years and is quite widespread. But infrared, there are things which are beneficial, there are things which are different from Bluetooth. Also, we have wireless LAN as the competing technology. This wireless LAN based on IEEE 802.11b standard are used to replace a wired LAN throughout a building. So the transmission capacity is high, and so is the number of simultaneous users. So if you have a number of users and capacity is quite high, then you can go for wireless LAN. Now we have this Bluetooth 4.0 and Wi-Fi Direct. So Bluetooth 4.0 and a newcomer Wi-Fi Direct. This Wi-Fi Alliance originally announced Wi-Fi Direct specification, and Bluetooth Special Interest Group announces this Bluetooth 4.0. These two technology actually they eye upon the same thing. They work upon or their idea is almost similar. So Wi-Fi Direct it promises device-to-device transfer speed of up to 250 Mbps. It's a huge speed. And while Bluetooth 4.0 promises speed similar to Bluetooth 3.0 and up to 225 Mbps. So Bluetooth 4.0 is an upgrade from Bluetooth 3.0 that includes a power saving feature called low energy technology. So the tricky thing is that the Bluetooth 4.0 low energy technology is not compatible with existing Bluetooth devices. However, it doesn't mean that your new Bluetooth 4.0 equipped smartphone would be able to work with a Bluetooth 2.1, that is, it is backward compatible. And both Bluetooth 4.0 and Wi-Fi Direct uses 802.11 networking standard to reach their maximum speed. So they both rely upon 802.11. The Wi-Fi Alliance is claiming that the Wi-Fi Direct devices can reach each other at a maximum distance of 200 meters. That is around more than 2 football fields away. And Bluetooth SIG, this is suggesting a distance of at least 60 meters for a Bluetooth 4 devices. So, we'll have a greater pico net rather than what we were talking about in just a room or just a big room. So Bluetooth 4.0 is using AES 128-bit encryption, while Wi-Fi Direct relies on WPA Security 2, which uses AES 256-bit encryption. So both forms uses key based encryption and authentication methods, and both offer enough security for our self like average consumers. What are the advantages of Bluetooth? First, it eliminates the wire. It facilitates both type of communication, data as well as voice, and it offers formation for ad hoc networks. It has standardized protocol. It is free of charge, easy to use, low power, consumes battery less, and stationary and mobile environments are provided. But disadvantages: data sent between two Bluetooth devices is very slow compared to Wi-Fi transfer. It is quite slow. You might have seen if you transfer, you might have transferred songs from one your mobile or your system to your friend's mobile. You might have seen how that the transmission speed is quite low. The range of Bluetooth device is really a concern because it is only 10 meters, not more than that, depending upon the device. And security is the biggest advantage as transfer takes place throughout radio waves and a hacker can easily hack it. Okay, and battery usage is also a problem. It makes device out of power because it would have if Bluetooth was not powered on. In conclusion, it is a new global standard for data and voice. It eliminates cable, low power, low range, low cost network device. Bluetooth seems to have a bright future after reviewing its benefits and wide use, and further improvements are actually be planned uh, to have a good data rate, power reduction, and range. Then Bluetooth, I suppose, will be the best technology to remove these cables and all, and make our life much easier. Thank you so much. Take care.